Hey, that's a nice coat rack you got there. Come here often? What's up, everybody? The Basement Behemoth here. Today we're going to be talking about fat loss. We're going to go into a whole bunch of scientific stuff that you don't want to hear about. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to try and make this as easy as possible. So first we need to know what our three basic macronutrients are. Okay, first one being carbohydrates, second proteins, third is our fats. Okay, for our carbohydrates are our main source of energy. They're primarily used in our short duration activities, mainly 0 to 120 seconds. Our fats are any time after that. They're more longer duration because they have more calories, they burn longer, yada yada yada. You guys don't need to hear about any of that. But anyways, and proteins are not really used as energy. They're mainly used to build more muscle tissue and other amino acids and other building cells and stuff in the body. So first of all, why do we need to get rid of carbs? And why we need to nutrient partition? And what I mean by nutrient partition is use or allow our body to use certain macronutrients over others. We want it to burn fat. We don't want it to use carbs anymore. So what ends up happening in our typical diet, because it's such a high carb diet, mainly I'm speaking for the general population here, I'm not saying everybody, but what ends up happening is you become insulin resistant. Now, insulin's purpose in the body is to regulate the uptake of glucose. Okay, now stay with me here. Insulin takes the glucose and either puts it back into your muscle glycogen stores, which is just a fancy word for glucose stores, or it puts them into fat storage mode. So what ends up happening is if you're constantly overflowing your body with carbs, the cells actually become insulin resistant. So your body releases more insulin, which just aggravates the problem even more, and instead of building new muscle tissue or refilling the glycogen stores, your body just takes that excess glucose and stores it as fat. And the more fat you have, the easier it is for it to store because you have more cells. The process just keeps repeating itself over and over and over and over and over again. So to combat this, we need to make ourselves insulin sensitive again. So how do we do this? It's really simple. Just get rid of the carbs entirely. If you have no carbs, your body is going to go into starvation mode. It's going to release the opposite hormone of insulin, which is called glucagon. I don't make these names. They're just the names of whatever. Okay? So stay with me here. Your body goes into starvation mode. Your brain needs a constant supply of glucose. If you don't have glucose supplied to your brain, it has to break down fatty acid stores in order to supply your brain with glucose. Basically, it reverses the process of glucose and all that. I'm not even going to get into that. That's a whole nother thing. But basically, it just takes that fat and turns it into glucose so your brain can use it. Okay? Now, a lot of you guys are saying, like, I can understand it already. Holy shit, man, I can't eat any carbs at all. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. I'm not saying it's easy. Most of your diet is primarily carbs. You know, you have your cereal in the morning, your white bread or whatever. I'm not saying this for everybody, but generally this is why people become overweight. This is why you get diabetes, you become insulin resistant, a whole bunch of different things. So my advice would be to just get rid of the carbs entirely. Now, it's going to be a couple weeks before your body adjusts, and it's going to suck. You're going to feel tired, you're going to feel groggy, but again, nothing good comes from doing something easy. You got to take the hard way sometimes. Now, if you're really struggling or if you're exercising and you want to make sure you're performing optimally in your workouts, I would suggest having the carbs before and after the workout. Okay? You have your carbs before, so you're burning those carbs off during the workout. As soon as your workout's done, you're refilling your glycogen stores with the new carbs. Okay, now I'm not saying go out and you can eat all the fats you want. You can eat whatever you want, just don't eat carbs. No, it all comes down to being in a caloric deficit, which just means burning more than you're taking in. Now, it's really that simple. So just give it a try for a couple days, see how it goes. I guarantee you'll feel a lot better. You'll feel a lot different. You might feel tired the first couple of days, but I guarantee that it will help you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this one. A little shameless plug here. Go follow my Instagram at The Basement Behemoth. Tomorrow we're going to cover part 2 of our weight loss series here. We're going to talk about calorie cycling. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this one. Take care, everybody.